What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So, the Memphis Grizzlies have been arguably the surprise team of the season so far. They're in the number 8 seed currently when many people thought they'd be among the bottom dwellers. And large credit to that has to go to John Morant. The guy's been sensational this year. If you haven't been paying attention to John Morant, you better be paying attention to him now. Because I think that along with Giannis, Trae Young, Luka, and that's about it, actually. I think those guys are the future of the NBA along with John Morant. This guy's been sensational. He puts up some of the greatest dunks you've ever seen. And he's even got a three-point shot. It's developing. I'm very impressed with what I saw from John Morant. And I think that he's going to be better than Zion. Which I know it's kind of unfair because Zion's been injured. But you have to understand my perspective here. I've been saying that John Morant should have been the number 1 pick over Zion even before that draft. Because I saw what he did at Murray State, and it was incredible. I mean, no one even heard of this guy, and when you just watched him, he just seemed to have a poise about him. He's just a great passer, not just a dunks. I mean, he's more than just a flash. He's also just a solid basketball player. But, you know, obviously Zion had been dominating at the same time at Duke, and he's going to be a transcendent player. No doubt about that. But I just thought that Morant was just better, in my opinion. When we're talking about the modern NBA, I really thought that Morant was going to fit. And then we got to the NCAA tournament, and I thought that Marquette would win because I thought that that crew led by Marcus Howard would be a legit threat to maybe win a national championship. But John Morant and the Murray State Racers absolutely crushed them. And that's when I knew Morant would be legit. I mean, he was making highlight plays all over the place. He's just absolutely sensational. He's a true star, in my opinion. We even knew that from college basketball itself. And Marquette just got run off the court. Then we saw him against Florida State. I still had my questions about Morant. And then he shot 4 of 6 from 3. And then I knew, okay, this guy's legit. He should be the number 1 overall pick. Because I saw him, and when you look at the passing skills, along with the athleticism and how controlled he plays, almost reminds me of Russell Westbrook if Russell Westbrook had a three-point shot and less turnovers. I mean, I saw this guy, he was sensational. I thought he should be the number 1 overall pick. I understand why the Pelicans went the route of Zion Williamson. He's going to be a star. He's a great player on both offense and defense. He's going to be a multi-time all-star if he can stay healthy. But John Morant is on another level, in my opinion. And we've seen it in Memphis now. I mean, the passing skills, my goodness. There might not be a better passer in the NBA right now. I know that's a little bit of a bold statement, but the passing skills are incredible. He's the best dunker I've ever seen in a long time. I mean, I can't remember seeing a dunker this sensational. He gets so much vertical. His vertical jump is just absolutely incredible. I mean, the one play I remember from the season is when he jumped over Kevin Love and almost made the dunk. Like, there have been so many highlight plays this season, but that's the one play I remember. This guy has a true star quality. I like the fact he's in Memphis because he seems to be a little bit more of a quiet guy. Doesn't really like to talk to the media and all that. So I don't think going to the Knicks would have been the best fit for him. But this guy's also a trash talker too on the court. He's really competitive. He wants to win. I just really like Morant. But the biggest thing is in terms of modern NBA fit. Because we look at a guy like John Morant, and he really fits what you want in the NBA. Because when we look at the NBA, in order to be a championship contending team, most of those teams either have a star point guard or a star wing player. John Morant is a star point guard. Let's make that very clear. He's going to be a future all-star if he stays healthy. And you look at the past champion teams of last decade, even the Raptors recently, Kyle Lowry, the Warriors had Steph. Obviously, the Heat are a little bit outlier, but they had LeBron, who was virtually a point guard. I mean, we look at all those teams, and most of the time you do need an all-star point guard in order to win. I look at Zion, and while he's a transcendent talent, I don't know if he really fits with this current NBA, because when we look at the power forwards of the NBA, other than Giannis and Anthony Davis, there aren't really power forwards who are leading their teams. They can't be the number 1 option, in my opinion, because in the clutch situations, you can't really give the ball to the power forward. And that's what the Pelicans are going to learn about Zion Williamson. They're going to need someone else to take the big shots, maybe Brandon Ingram, because when the game is on the line, it's hard to get the ball to a 6'7", 200-something pound power forward. That rarely works in the NBA. But a guy like John Morant, especially since he's developing a three-point shot, he's the type of guy that can thrive in this NBA, especially when teams are playing faster. Memphis is going to be among one of the leading teams in pace by the end of the season, I presume. And John Morant has a lot of reason to do with that. I think that he has the potential to maybe be the best player in the NBA. We have to remember this is his first season. He's going to gain more strength. I think he's a little skinny right now, but he's going to bulk up a little bit. And the future is bright for Memphis with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark to go along with John Morant. And who knows who else they're going to get. Memphis has a bright future. And so does New Orleans. Zion might not be as good as Morant in my opinion, but with Brandon Ingram and Zion and Lonzo, I mean, that crew is going to be pretty good too. Going to be interesting to track these two guys' careers over the course of the many years. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NBA and NFL hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day. By the way, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Jensen Sports. I like to keep it 100 on Twitter. I provide the hot takes, but I also back it up with facts and opinions. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. See y'all later.